Hello everyone, greetings. I welcome you to the set theory playlist. I have kept the set theory playlist as a separate one, not clubbing it with relations and functions, because I want to get into much more basics of sets, because a lot of you guys might be new to the notion of sets. Some people from some students from CBSE would be there, I'm sure, and they have to look at sets for the first time ever. So we'll be starting from the definition. We'll look at, as soon as we define the structure, we'll look at the notion of nothing. So as soon as we define numbers, we look at 0, right? As soon as we define numbers, we look at plus, minus, multiplication, and division. So even after defining variables, we looked at algebra of variables, and then after defining shapes, we look at their congruence, equality essentially. And so now set will be such a different structure, a new structure to us now, and we'll look at the notion of nothing. We'll look at the notion of nothing first, and then we'll look at the notion of everything. So all this will be a little bit abstract now, because it's just an introduction video. I don't want to get into the terminologies now. And then we'll look at the notion of equality of these structures. So when us two such sets, whatever that may be, I'll define it, may be equal. And then we'll look at algebra of sets. Algebra, that is to say the algebra of sets. So this means the operations on sets. So when if it can two sets be added or subtracted, I don't know, because all I know is this from my previous knowledge. So let us just explore. We'll be exploring this. We'll look at something called the subsets. A lot of you might guess what that may be. That will be a smaller set contained in the bigger set. So all that will come to that after the definition. And looking at the subset, we'll introduce a few more terms there, and we'll look at the representation of sets using Venn diagrams, something called the Venn diagrams. All these are just topics, and we'll look at intervals, something called the intervals. So people might know what intervals are by now, but anyway, we'll define intervals. We'll probably look at how they are represented, and I think that'll be just it. We'll look at a few more results on this operations. So in operations, we'll look at some more results, and after doing all this, we get a very strong intuition for what sets mean. What do they mean? We'll look at relations and functions in the next playlist. So I am keeping the set theory playlist as a separate one, and I think this will be very helpful for example, I was introduced to sets in my 9th and 10th grade because I was from an ICSE background. So I felt it was really easy to grasp onto relations and functions because I had the prior knowledge. So there will be nothing left out in the whole syllabus, because I'll be starting from the basics and will be going up to the very end, your next engineering mathematics level or college mathematics level, whatever you might choose later. So I hope to meet you soon. I think I didn't leave out any point as usual. This is just an intro video, and we'll start from the next lecture. I think that will be just it. I hope to meet you soon. All the best for further lectures. Thank you.